Good morning, class. Myself, Mrs. Monica Paret. Welcome to Physics class, Standard 9, Chapter number 2, Work and Energy. We will quickly revise the points we have saw yesterday and we will move ahead. The points we saw yesterday are: in all above activity, work has done, but some of them are mental work. But in a physics, we are referring to the work for the physical work only. Work is said to be done when force is applied on an object and it causes this displacement of an object, then only we can say the work has been done. After that, we have seen what is the formula for work. So formula for work is force into displacement. Then we have seen that always it is not necessary that displacement occurs within the same position as we applied the force. In the case A, we have saw that its applied force is from A to B and it's horizontal in the same manner from where the force is applied. So the work done is positive. In the case B and C, we have seen the force is applied to the object through the string. It's not directly applied, and the applied force and the force acting on the along the direction of displacement is to the two different things they are. So to find out the displacement of it, or to find out the work done by it, we are referring the angles made by that object and the applied force. For that, we have seen the formula F1 equal to F cos theta, and finally we reach to the work done in this case will be F, that is the force applied in the different direction. In the string manner we have seen this. Here it's not a horizontal. That force into the displacement it causes into cos theta, that is angle they have made, will be the formula to calculate the work in this manner. After that, we have seen there are three types of force: positive, zero force and negative force. When we can say there is a positive force, when the object move from one place to the another, it's called as positive. In the same direction, from which direction we are applying force, in the same direction if it moves, we called it as positive work has been done. Formula W equal to F into S, because there is a no angle, so no need to write the cos theta or any angle's value over here. In a case of 90 degree, it is perpendicular to the applied force and the displacement is perpendicular to that. So the work done will be 0 in this case. No work has been done. In a case of 180 degree, negative force is going to be applied. How? In this manner, the force is applied to the one direction but it displaced to the another direction. In this manner, we are saying that negative work has been done. It is calculated as W equal to minus F into S. I took the feedback from some students and I heard that the video which I have included in my last section, it is not audible to you. So for that reason, one more time we are going to see that video and we will move ahead to our next topic, that is unit of work.
Our topic for today is force, work and energy. Force is the push or pull applied on an object. It can move a stationary object or stop a moving object. force can also change the speed and direction of a moving object. If enough force is applied, it can also change the shape or size of an object. When force is applied on an object, resulting in the movement of that object, work is said to be done. Work can be calculated using the formula work done is equal to force into distance. The ability or the capacity to do work is called energy. The food that we eat gives us energy to do various activities.
Now we will start with a new topic, that is unit of work. See, what could be the unit of work? For that we have to see the unit of these two things. That is, what is the formula for work? Tell me. Okay, here it is. Formula for work is force into displacement. So we will see about first SI unit of it. Okay. So what could be the SI unit for the force? The SI unit of the force is Newton, and the SI unit for the displacement is meter. So by combining these two, what we get finally? If the product of 1 Newton and 1 meter we are doing, we will get a 1 joule. See, in a SI system, the unit of force is Newton, whereas the unit of displacement is meter. Thus, the unit of force is Newton per meter. Newton into meter, not per, sorry. Newton meter. This is called as joule. Newton meter is nothing but joule. Now let's understand this concept. If when we can say that work has done, and if it is a 1 joule work has done, if a force of 1 Newton displaces an object through the 1 meter in the direction of the force, the amount of work done on the object will be 1 joule. See, I will tell you in the simple manner. When we can say the 1 joule work has done, when we apply a 1 Newton force to it, and the object on which we are applying a force, that will be displaced through the 1 meter from its original position, then we can say that 1 joule work has been done. So finally what we get? 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. You can also write these things as a 1J. The symbol represents as a joule. 1N represents for the Newton, N, and 1M, a meter, for the M small letter. This all we had talked about the SI system of the force, displacement and work. Now we will see for the CGS unit of it. Now before we start the CGS unit, we should know what is the CGS unit for force and displacement, as we have seen in the SI unit as well. So the CGS unit for the force is dyne, 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 and for the displacement the CGS unit is centimeter. So if a force of 1 dyne displaces an object through 1 centimeter in the direction of a force, the amount of work done is 1 erg, because as we have seen the SI unit of a work is 1 joule, whereas the CGS unit of work also is 1 erg. So finally what we had now, 1 erg work will be done when there will be a force applied 1 dyne and the object will displace from its original position to the 1 centimeter in the applied force, in the direction of applied force. Then we can say that 1 erg work has been done over here. Okay, clear these two things? For SI unit, the unit of work is joule. For the force, SI unit is Newton, and for the displacement, SI unit is meter. So finally we left, whenever we are going to deal with the SI system, any example, we have to find the answer into the joule if it is given in a Newton and meter. If we are seeing for the answer, we are going to find the answer in a CGS unit, then the work done will be in erg, one dyne, the force will be applied into the dyne and the displacement will be in a centimeter. These two SI and CGS units will be important from the exam point of view for the objective questions. It may ask in the filling the blanks as well as the match the pairs. Now we will just see the relation between these two, joule and erg. See, like we have for the other unit, like 1 kg is nothing but 1000 gram. In the same manner, 1 Newton is nothing but 10 raised to 5 dyne, and 1 meter, as we have know already this, 1 meter is nothing but 10 square centimeter, that is 100 centimeter. Okay, rather than 100 we have wrote it as a 10 square. 10 into 10 is nothing but 100. Now we will write our formula. Work is equal to force into displacement. Now we will write it into the SI unit. 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Just now which we have described this. Just put the values of erg into it. 1 Newton is nothing but 10 raised to 5 dyne, and 1 meter is nothing but 10 raised to 2 centimeter. And as we know, it's the basic maths rule that wherever there is a exponent of it in the form of multiplication, we have to add their exponent, their power we should add together. So it become 10 raised to 7, 5 plus 2, 7 dyne dot centimeter into centimeter it will be. So we can conclude from this 1 joule is nothing but 10 raised to 7 erg, because again dyne into centimeter is nothing but the erg. That's why we wrote 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. So your today's homework is you have to write this all. It is available on a page number 20. You have to mention the heading unit of work. Under that you have to write the SI system of it, because the question asked in for this topic will be explain the relation between the joule and erg for the work. For writing that relation we cannot write it directly. For this we have to explain this SI and CGS unit of them, both of them. Whatever I have shown in the slide, if you write that only also, then also it will be okay. Next topic we have positive, negative and zero work. As I mentioned while showing you the chart of a page number 19, the work can be positive, negative and zero. For that we have few examples given on page number 20. and we have to discuss that, and we have to write about the force and displacement in each case of it. Okay, well, let's start with the first. Pushing a stealth vehicle. Second, catching the ball which your friend has thrown towards you. A third, tying a stone to one end of string and swing it round and round by the other end of string. Fourth, walking up and down a staircase, climbing a tree. Stop a moving car by applying a brake. See, first of all, is work is done in all the cases. Pushing a car, catching a ball, tying a stone and swing it in a round and round manner, walking a staircase and stopping a moving car. Is Can we say the work has done in all this manner? Yes, work has done. But whenever we are saying zero work, in that case only the work value becomes, though it is reflecting that work has been done, but it's in the perpendicular manner. So the value of it will be, cos theta will be 90 degree, and the value of final work we are getting as a 0. In that case we cannot say the work has done. In that case work done is 0. I will show you these things in a pictorial manner. See, as our first example, pushing a car. It's at a idle position, it's standing idly on a one position. We are trying to push it in a further direction by applying a force to it. See the arrows I have drawn for it. A person is trying to push the car, and the force F is applied into direction from that person to the car, and the car is displaced from that person towards the forward. So in this manner we can say the work has done, and the work has done is a positive work because the displacement has occurred in the same direction from which direction the force has been getting applied. For the second example, you can refer this image, catching a ball thrown by your friend. So the force applied by your friend to throw that ball, and the ball is thrown from that your friend towards you. So the ball get displaced from your friend towards you. So there is a displacement occur. In this case also we can refer that work has done, and work done in a positive manner. Positive work has done. W equal to F into S. By referring that formula we can calculate the amount of work done into this case. Third condition we were having as tying a stone to the one end of string and swing it round and round by the other end of the string. So if we do so in a circular motion, whenever the object rotates in a circular motion, the force exerted on the object is from this direction, from the center of it towards that object. So means by the radius of it we can say, and the displacement occur in a circular manner. That is the tangent we can consider. You might heard this word in the maths, and you heard this in a math geometrical construction, you might heard this word tangent. So in this manner, if it is tangent to it, it will apply, they both are perpendicular to each other, that is force applied to it and the displacement occur in a perpendicular direction. So in this case the value of theta 90 is 0, so whole things become 0, that is work done will be considered as a 0 because its rotation is in a circular, that is tangent to the applied force of it. Next example we were having that stopping a moving car by applying a brakes. See the force in which direction in this case we are applying. The car is moving from this direction by the using the fuel energy. Doesn't matter which energy it is using. The force is applied in this manner. But when we apply a brake to it, we are stopping that energy to flow in the particular direction. When we apply the brake, we have saw in the first chapter in the Newton's law of motion that Whenever there is a, we apply a brake, person get pushed backwards, even the vehicle also get pushed backwards. So in this manner we can say that the displacement occur in a opposite direction. Okay, the car wants to move in this direction, but when we apply the force to apply a brakes, it will comes little bit backward direction, that is displacement occur in a negative direction. So the work has done, but the work has done in a negative manner. So formula for this is W equal to minus Fs. So what conclusion we can refer from this? Okay, for this I will show you the textbook page number. See, by saying this all activity we come to this conclusion: when the force and the displacement are in the same direction, that is theta value will be 0, work done by the force is positive. In the case of pushing the car we have saw this. Second example, when the force and the displacement are in opposite direction. Okay, opposite direction, what could be the angle of theta then? Angle of theta will be 180. The work done by the force is negative. Next, when the applied force, for this example now we are referring that applying brakes to the running vehicle. Third example, when the applied force does not cause any displacement, or when the force and the displacement are perpendicular to each other, that is the angle made of it theta will be 90 degree, the work done by the force is 0. They will be perpendicular to each other, then the work done will be a 0, as we have saw in the example third, tying a stone to the string and rotating it, swing it round and round. That's it for today. Tomorrow again we are going to see few more examples of positive, negative and zero work done with few more videos and this activity. Your today's work is you have to write this whole yellow chart available on page number 20 in your physics notebook. Also you have to write this orange chart to understand the theta value, and whenever these theta values are there, which kind of work is going to be applied onto that object.